Hello and welcome back to my channel. I had a request to show you guys how I curl my hair, and I never thought anybody would ever want that because I really curl my hair in like the most basic way ever. But it was asked for, so I'm gonna do it. You can obviously curl your hair however you want to. I use heat. I know a lot of people are very big into the no heat thing. I can't do that. I don't know why I can't do that, but it's just never worked for me. It's important to know that I've been playing with my hair for longer than I've been doing makeup. Like, since I was a child, I have had curling irons, but I'm not very good at it. Like, I've gotten better at makeup over the years. I've never gotten better at doing my hair. So, I'm gonna do my best to show you today, but please note that, like, I'm not a professional makeup person either, but I'm, like, aggressively not a professional hair person. There, that's better, right? So some of the things that I need when I do my curly hair is I love these little clips. They're from Salon Care. They're from Sally Beauty. I only have 3 left in this thing because I keep losing them, but they're just these little silver flat clips. You'll see why we use them at the end. I don't use them on my whole head, but I do use them in the front. You'll see. Heat protectant, of course. Hairspray. I prefer to use light hold, like flexible hold hairspray, but I'm a dork and I don't know how to read labels and I accidentally bought maximum hold. So we only use a little bit of that. I use 2 scrunchies, and I like to use like really thick, not thick, like widespread bristle brush. Like you'll see there's like very little bristles in here, and the bristles that are there are very far apart, or you can use a wide tooth comb. And I think you need one of these, like, rat tail combs. And then, of course, you need your curling iron. Mine is this Tapered curling wand by Plugged In. You can get it at Sally Beauty, although I don't know that they still make it. I mean, I've had it for, like, 1,000 years. And that's what I use to curl my hair. This is my natural hair texture. It's mostly straight, but it's got a little bit of a wave to it. So, honestly, straightening my hair takes me like 15 minutes maybe, but curling my hair takes about an hour. So that's why I don't curl my hair very often. We're gonna spray my hair. I'll back away from the camera so I don't get any on you. We're gonna spray my hair with the BTZ, Be on the Zone, turn up the heat flat iron protector. I used to be really big into the Chi one, and I still like the Chi one, but it's harder to find. Whereas this one I can just go to Sally's and it's like $5. The only issue I have with this heat protectant is that if I get it too close to my roots, it does make my hair feel very greasy, very fast. It's got a very sweet smell to it, so if you don't like a cotton candy smell, you're not going to like the heat protectant. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do is I like to part my hair the way that I'm going to have it parted when it's curled. So I like to do that like to the side. So like there. I like to do a very sort of like modern Veronica Lake, Dita Teese type curl to my hair. So we're going to separate it into 4 sections. I have 1 scrunchie here. Where's my second scrunchie? Here. Okay. So we're going to separate my hair. I like to start at the front by my ears and then go straight up the back, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm in a wheelchair, so the back of my hair is not as important as the front because it's covered by the back of my chair. So we're going to take a section, maybe a little more than that at the back. Yeah. We're going to take like this section and put it up into a little space bun. So just twist it and then twist it around itself. And then put one of these little scrunchies on it. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I don't know about your hair, but my hair knots instantly. Like, all I have to do is think about my hair and it's gonna knot. So I need to have my rat tail comb very close by so that I can brush each section out as we do it. Now that we have my hair split in top and bottom halves, we're gonna split it in half in the back. It doesn't have to follow your part, it can just be in half in the back. And then we're going to start. So a lot of people are like, take 1-inch sections. I don't know what that means. I have no judge of what an inch means. So I just grab a section about this big. I brush it out with the comb first, always. And then this is always pointing down, okay? Because what I do is I take it, I put it at the top of the hair, and then I wrap my hair forward. A lot of people who curl their hair wrap it behind. I'm a big believer in the curling forward, okay? Oh my god, I did all that work. And I never even turned this on. I'll just have to give it a second to heat up. Okay, now that my curling wand is actually heated up and on, we're going to take this piece of hair again, and we're going to wrap it around forward. Try to keep the hair flat if you can. like without twisting it as you curl. Honestly, sometimes I end up twisting it as I curl, because it just happens. It's really not that important, it's just hair. So wrap it around, hold it there for a little bit. The nice thing about this curling wand is that the very end of it doesn't get hot. I do usually burn myself multiple times when I curl my hair, just so you know, like, I'm not good at it. And I do have a heat protecting glove, like I could wear it, but I feel like I need the feeling at the end of my fingers in order to find the sections of hair, you know? I try to use the glove, I just can't do it. So once you take the piece of hair out of the curling iron, you're just going to want to hold it for a little bit so that it can cool off in your hand. If you let it just fall immediately, it's going to lose a lot of that curl because the weight of that piece of hair is going to pull it down. So hold it for a little bit and then let it go behind you. And then grab the next piece. This one's a little bit thicker. I wonder if I can make it thinner. That's better. Because my neck is so short, I really struggle with these pieces down at the back. So I just do my best. Okay. Oh, I dropped it without grabbing it by accident, but honestly, it's that little tiny piece at the back of my head, so who cares? So we're gonna take this top piece, we're gonna brush it. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. That was an accident. Try to keep the section pieces the same size, but if you can't, I mean, you can't. This piece is a little thick. Whew! Hit my hand with it. Okay, so we've already done this whole first side. This side is the side that I struggle with a little bit more just because of my basic anatomy. So that's usually why I start with this side. I think this piece of hair is supposed to be, yeah, on the other side. So just kind of feel around at the back of your head when you start the second section for the next piece. You can always use a mirror if you want to. But like I said, I don't take it that seriously. We're curling our hair in, right? So this side we went this way, so this side we have to go this way. So it always takes me a second to figure out how I need to do my hands. How do I need to do my hands? I think I need to do them this way. And I never use my curling wand on the highest heat. I always use it, like, it can go up to 400. I always use it at about 320 or a little bit less. Basically because I knock my hands into it so many times. I don't want to burn myself. Threw my comb on the floor. And then we'll split this last piece in two. And you know what? I think I'm going to leave this. You know what? Actually, it's not very big. No, it is big. Never mind. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now that we're done the whole first, like, bottom layer, I'm going to open my hairspray and move it as far away from the camera as possible. And I'm just going to lightly spray that whole undersection. Usually I would, not lightly, I would heavily spray, but that's because usually I have light hold hairspray. And that's probably about it, because this hairspray 100% makes my hair crunchy. So, now we're on to... You know what, I'll do this side first. So we're going to just undo our little space bun. We're going to start at the back and work our way up. If you're feeling really brave, you can touch some of the hair that's really wrapped around with one of your other fingers to see how warm it is. That's not advised, but it is something that I do. So these top pieces, you really need them to look nice, so you really want to hold them until they're cool. I was going to say cold, but that kind of doesn't make sense. Now this is a thick piece, so we're going to go and split it in half. That was awful. Sometimes it just messes up, you know, and you gotta do it again. Now, for some reason, every time I do my hair, I really struggle with this side over by my ear. I don't know why. I think it's just a combination of how I'm shaped and how the curling rod is shaped and all of that. Oh, see, sometimes it just slips right out of my hand. Okay, so we're going to have two pieces left on this side, so we're going to want to ready our clips. Because we're going to clip these two pieces up. Rather than just sitting here and holding them and waiting for them to kind of cool off, we're going to clip them up so that they can cool in their own time. And then, because I'm running out of clips, I'm going to have to take them out when we get to the other side. You will see what I mean in just a moment. So we brush through it, grab the curling wand, you want to get the big part nice and high up so that you have lots of volume at the top. I got hair in my mouth. And then once you slide this out, okay, so you're going to want to collect this into like a little Cindy Lou Who coil. Stick your fingy in it. And then clip it down. Doesn't have to be nice, doesn't have to be perfect. You're just going to want to clip it just so that it holds some of that curl a little bit better than it would have otherwise. We're just the same things with this piece. Now, because the front pieces of my hair are bleached, I don't want to hold it in the curling wand for too long. Okay, last section. We're just going to take it out of this little wee bun. Maybe I'll be intelligent and brush it with my actual hairbrush this time. There we go. Okay. My hand got stuck in the end of that one. If I had more clips, this might be a piece that I would consider clipping in place, but it's really not that important. I can't be bothered. Okay, so we're back to two pieces over here. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take both of these out. Because, oh yeah, they're normal temperature now. I'm going to show you a trick that I do to make sure that this front piece on this side is extra voluminous and nice. So first, we're just going to clip this in half. Like that. And we're going to comb it out. So then we're just going to take it out. Roll it, make sure I roll it out of the way of the front piece. Okay, so here's the Abby secret that I invented. So I want this piece to be voluminous and curl inward. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to curl it outward, facing the opposite direction. So that way, when we're done and we brush out the curls and we flip it back, it'll be a little bit bigger. So we're going to take this curling one, and instead of doing it this way, we're going to do it this way. And we're not going to hold it here very long because these are my blind pieces, so they are already more damaged. So we're trying not to add to that. And then usually I have to like dip my head all the way over in order to get this out. And then we're just going to shove all of those back in. Ooh, it's hot. And we're going to clip it. And we're going to let it sit, those two pieces sit for a little while to cool off, and then we'll take them out and we'll finish. So far, this whole thing has taken me 50 minutes. So whatever the magic of editing tells you is not true. It's taken me 50 minutes. Okay, so I've waited a little bit, and we're just going to take out these two clips if I can. The back one's a little bit stuck. There we go. I'm just going to let the chip fall where it may, if you will. Okay, and now we're going to take this one out. It's still a little warm. It's fine. So watch, we take it out. And then we let it fall the way we want it to fall. And you're going to think, Abby, that looks ridiculous. It does, you're right. But we're going to fix it, don't worry. So I'm going to back away from you again and hairspray. Probably a little more than I should, and then I'll regret it because I've used hairspray that makes me chunky. Makes me chunky. You know what I mean. So we're just going to give that a second or two to dry. Now you could of course leave it like this with a sort of more like a ring lady curl, but I prefer like the way like Dita Montese's curls are always very like smooth. So a lot of people give you different tips for brush outs. I don't have any tips for you. I just start at the bottom and work my way up and just let the curls fall. Let the curls fall where they will. And that is, of course, why I'm using my hairbrush. I could use the wide tooth comb, but this hairbrush doesn't really have bristles that are very close together, so it's okay. And that, my friends, is how I curl my hair. It is a lot of work. It's taken me over an hour at this point. And that's why I don't do it often. But if I have a bunch of YouTube videos I have to shoot, if I'm really doing something that I want to have cute hair for, I will do it. It just takes a lot longer than straightening my hair for me. So this is how it looks. If I want to go in afterwards and touch up with the curling wand again, I will. I just seldom do that. Like, I honestly hardly ever. I'm just like, at this point, it is what it is. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below, and you give it a thumbs up, and you subscribe if you haven't already. And also, clearly, I'm doing, requests. So, if you have any video from me that you want to see, let me know, because I would be more than happy to make that for you. Even if it's something I think as simple as how I curl my hair, I'll do it if it's what you want. Anyway, thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.